winners of 8 of 9 is nice, but the heart and grit on the defensive end in which they close that game out brings a tear to my eye.
Why are you crying, bro?
Because that defense, man, that was special.
It's good.
It was Block City.
Yeah.
Toronto's been waiting a long time for a team like this.
This is Basketball Island, Hein, Hambone, West Fab. Gritty win over the Hornets, and like we talked about it on our pre-call, the spread was big. Spread was like 8.5, and we were kind of like, it's a lot of respect for the Raptors. The Hornets played hard, but man, yeah, like the blocks, like Ingram first of all, and then Scottie, just unbelievable. And that's typically a game that the Raptors lose, but they found a way to gut that out and win that.
Felt like a loss. You know, when CMB's missing dunks, when Miles Bridges hitting buzzer beaters, that's a game the Raptors think historically lose. But Brandon Ingram, credit to him, man. The great pass to RJ Barrett with a nice timely cut late in the game, recovering to block Hawkbretter like that. And then Barnes, I thought, was just an absolute monster. A few weeks ago, I was on here calling out Barnes's immaturity.
He must have heard.
He must have
listening.
And
Definitely listening.
And Leo Routins echoed those sentiments on one of our broadcasts. That game against Dallas where he's complaining to the ref and getting backdoor cut by Najee Marshall. Something has flipped.
Dude, that Dallas game seems like another lifetime ago.
Distant
This
memory.
is a different team.
This dude right now, Scottie Barnes, what he's doing on defense, the way he gaps on D, the passing lanes, like his arms are everywhere. He's playing disciplined. And like that block on Sexton to end that game, like just a lot of like accountability stuff. Like I'm looking at that guy. There was a play late in the game too. This is kind of maybe a little silly, but there was an out of bounds potential. Raptors were like, "Oh, we should challenge." And Barnes like, "No,
yeah,
that
he
ball
said it
was
was off me. I saw it."
Like there's a level of like, and again, I might be overlooking it. We're all playing like doctor from our seats, but where this team will go where Scottie Barnes takes them, and on the defensive end of the floor, the Raptors have completely flipped the switch on that end.
Yeah, look, I'm gonna hop in coattails of Sam Mitchell, who was on the broadcast. Scottie Barnes at this current level, all NBA.
Yeah,
I don't think there's any question about it. Right now, look, project 82 games out, sure, different conversation. You talk about his two-way play, the fact that the Raptors are half a game out of the 2 seed in the East fits all the criteria of what typically goes into an all-NBA player, somebody who contributes to winning, is on a winning team, and has the stats to back it up. Scottie doesn't need to score over 20 points a night. That's not his role in this team anyways. I think the defensive turnaround that you acknowledged, that is the key to the Raptors' success this season. The offense obviously has been a pleasant surprise, but Scottie is unlocking something on the defensive side that I don't think we expected him to have such an overpowering influence on. And he's doing it, and it's like a joy.
Dude, he switches from like LaMelo Ball to Miles Bridges.
And there's no drop-off. It doesn't matter.
There's zero drop-off, and he's not like just mindlessly running at guys losing position. And if he does, he recovers. And he can make up so much space due to his length. To me, it's a complete mental switch. He is engaged on that end of the floor. We were talking about it. Is there any what is he, like DPOY? Like, I'm putting some money down on that. I am going to sprinkle on Scottie Barnes, Defensive Player of the Year, just because I'm enjoying watching him on that end of the floor.
So, Fab, you were there last night. How does the defense translate in person versus what we're seeing on TV?
I mean, when you're down there, everything is moving so fast. But the Raps are playing on a string, and that's why their defense is top 10. And, you don't expect Ingram to come up with that kind of block late. But
that was so sick.
He said after the game, defensively, we all have each other's backs, and we're going to need this experience heading into the playoffs. And I love hearing that kind of stuff because, A, he's confident about where this team is going, and they are fighting for each other. And if you look at Ingram, just to pivot off Barnes for a sec, he didn't have the most complete game. A lot of early turnovers. Yeah. A lot of
that poster though.
Some of those bad.
Oh my God.
You're right. The poster. Some of those bad habits of over dribbling a little bit. There's little things that you can work on. But at the end of the day, man, what I love seeing as a Raptors fan is late in the game he drew 2 to the ball.
Yeah. Yep.
When is the last time anybody's drawn 2 to the ball? And he made the perfect read to Barrett. And listen, man, that's stats be damned. I don't care. It's like, basketball is won on talent and in those moments, like who makes the play when you need it. And there were several examples of that against Charlotte.
So I want to get to the defense in a second, but one quick thing on Ingram. In that fourth quarter, it seemed like when things were slowing down, the ball just came to him and Ingram did whatever was necessary. And that is the piece that has been missing. Yeah. But now real quick on the defense, this is during this 8 of 9 stretch. 107.8 defensive rating. That's second in the NBA. 42.4 opponent field goal percentage. Also second in the NBA. 29.1 opponent 3-point percentage. That is first in the NBA.
There's some shot luck there, but
There is, but it's not like they're playing bad teams. They're playing the bad teams are about to come in the schedule. So like this team has been in this stretch has been playing really well offensively, but they have been doing it defensively. And like you said, it's everyone's on a string and working together.
Yeah, you mentioned the Brandon Ingram stuff. Not a perfect game. I still think that was his best game as a Raptor thus far. He had 2 iconic moments. That's the type of thing that gets the fan base really excited, right?
Well,
both ends.
To pivot off that, I mean, think of where Ingram is coming from. He's coming from a New Orleans team that has
what a basketball city.
Well, probably 0 fans, dead atmosphere, a team with it's a dead
All
ass.
the smoothie kings he can drink though.
It's a dead ass organization. Like, let's be honest. There's no vibe there. He's playing. This was his 5th home game with the Raptors, and the first few ones weren't great. So think of the energy he's feeling from the crowd.
The team believes he'll start to. I think that'll bring the best out of him. It's almost sometimes he plays in slow motion and he lulls you to sleep, and then you forget that he can do like a poster like that.
He made some comments about him like finding his athleticism, his explosiveness back. Like, I didn't think he had that kind of like defensive gumption, to be perfectly frank. Like to block Cockburn at the rim.
But it was the timing of that. It was the IQ and timing of that.
It's just, to me, it's just like we're seeing things from BI that we haven't seen in years due to his injuries. This is kind of the tantalizing prospect that he brought when he came to the league as a 2nd overall pick for the Lakers. Like this two-way force. He's longer than hell, and like we knew he'd be a bucket. Like we knew he was a bucket guy. We knew that. But like if he's like, to your point earlier, the defense is on a string.
Yeah.
It wasn't like that to start the year. It was just looking back at that. It's just like how funny. Like just completely flipped on its ear. But if he's giving you that on that end of the floor. Like, to me, that's very, very promising for the outlook of this team.
Before the commenters get real crazy, just give RJ a good job for getting that bucket. That was all BI in your opinion. Because the comment, we don't praise RJ enough. RJ, great job, but BI made the play.
RJ's a bucket too, man.
I just want to say, he is. I mean,
this motherfucker looking at me.
He is. I don't want to pour cold water on this, but Ingram's history is, he does miss a lot of games.
Are we due for the hamstring strain?
I'm not putting that out there. I'm just saying, in the near future, do you give him a rest if you're Darko on a maybe against the Wiz, you can sit a
lot
game.
Of minutes last night.
Yeah, 37.
Sit a game here and there just to kind of keep up, because he alluded to it himself. He said, "There's some days I don't feel great."
Yeah.
He said that in the post game, so I don't want to go there, but. Maybe you start managing a little bit.
Especially now. This is a team that potentially has aspirations of something.
Sure.
Wes spoke of it. After the next stretch of games, they very likely could be the 2 seed. Like, let's go over this schedule.
Okay, so what are your short-term expectations of the Raptors? The next 10 or so games.
Let me go over the games first, just because this is you got Wednesday at Sixers, Friday home for Wizards, Sunday home for Nets, Monday home for Cavs, who we own the Cavs. November 26th, home for Pacers. 29th at the Hornets. 30th, they finish the month at the Knicks. That's 3 teams with three games against teams with winning records. So, like, you need to go and beat those bad teams, which they've been doing. And if they do that, they will be the 2 seed. My goal is still going this year is, like, top 6. Avoid the play-in. You avoid the play-in, that's a very successful season. But now... my eyes are bigger. I'm dreaming of Vegas and an NBA Cup and then like maybe a home court advantage in the first round. Like they've shown us, FanDuel, send us. They have shown us reason to believe in this team, and to me, it's because of that foundation on the defensive end.
Yeah, I mean, like Bontemps got laughed out of the room when he was saying the Raps have a shot at top 6. You gave the play-in bet because you're like, I don't like.
Hey man, I'd love to be wrong on that.
I don't think Raps have top 6 upside. Part of it, there's also some injury luck going in Toronto's favor.
Yeah.
Like a lot of these teams ahead of them right now are running into injury trouble. Giannis, if he's out for any significant period of time, Milwaukee goes straight to the basement.
Yep.
You got, PG coming back. How strong is he going to be? New York,
The podcaster?
Yeah, there you go. New York, one of the teams that you mentioned on that list right now, they're going to be out without OG. We've seen this.
Cleveland too, man. Cleveland's got injury issues too.
Garland not looking great. OG's going to be out for a while. Brunson, how long is he going to be out? They might even catch New York when both of those guys are still not back in the lineup. If the Raptors can take advantage of that, that's like a massive win, just like they had against Cleveland early in the year. So the Raptors are, you mentioned BI already about injury luck. Is it coming back the other way? For the time being, it's good. Ride the wave. by the end of the month, they literally could be in the 2 seed. At what point do we start saying like, oh, holy F? Like this is like real.
Is this real? I think
It's too early.
It's way too early.
It's too early. Knock on wood for the injury luck. It's going well. It didn't go great for them last year, so this can flip on a dime. Jakob, like we're talking about the defense. Like let's give some love to Jakob Poeltl,
Yes.
who started the year with a back injury. We're sitting here like, how your back hurt to start the year?
that purely that just looked like health. Like he looked
It's night
not
and day.
himself, and then since he's returned,
It's
he's looked good.
completely night and day. He gives them a floor on both ends of the floor.
Dude, offensively, he's been awesome.
Just
man.
gives them that floor. Like you, and again, you lose Poeltl. There is no one above 7 feet on this team. Like they're going against the Sixers on Wednesday. Like you saw what Embiid did to them last game without Jakob Poeltl. I think he just being there, being healthy, being spry. And listen, he's getting beat on switches on the perimeter, but he knows how to recover well. He just raises their floor on that end of the floor. And I think to me that's what is a big contributor to their defense improving. It's early. All right. I see your eyes getting real
I know,
wide.
but dude, at some point we're at a pretty decent sample size now.
50,
like,
yeah, we're
14, 15 games?
14, 15 games. I always say 15 to 20 is my baseline for when I start judging a team.
I get excited.
You do.
Can I add one more?
Yeah, go ahead.
Excited? Raptors, 10th ranked defense, 8th ranked offense, both top 10.
Yep.
Only time they've ever done that.
Also,
The
too,
championship season.
Yeah, you
That's
need
the
to win
only
a title?
time.
A top 10 offense and a top 10
So
defense.
the only time they've done it is since the championship season. So you want to talk about riding high? This is as high as it gets right now. Okay, they're top 10 in both. That's pretty awesome. If you're a Raptors fan, like even if it regresses back, you should be happy that through this stretch they're able to put up such good two-way play.
I'm gonna be mad villain. I'm gonna poo-poo some stuff.
Hold on, wait, I'm dreaming of a back rat
Stop
table
dreaming.
with Wes on December 13th. So don't just slow down.
All right. What about the starters? Should we have a conversation?
Well, but that's more of just a positive on the bench, I
So
think.
I think you're alluding to you would say move Barrett out of the starting lineup. I'm assuming, right? I'm putting you on the hot seat.
That is the logical move here.
You're just engagement farming. That's what you're doing. This is just to get the comments going.
The minutes, actually, it's funny. The minutes with Scottie Barnes and Ingram, like their net rating is in the minus when they share the floor together. The starters dig themselves into holes. It's happened, and credit to the bench. They come back, they solve the issues. They're putting a Band-Aid on an issue that I think will bite them eventually against better teams. We'll see what happens Wednesday against Philly, a fully healthy Philly team. I'm a little worried about that. And even the third quarter against the Hornets, like, you got there to start, too.
Yeah, but, I'll say this, though. Hold on.
Hornets played well, though, man.
Hold on.
Hornets played great.
I think I understand it could bite them in the butt because they continually lose minutes as starters, but I think for now, as long as you're winning, you ride this because the vibes are good.
Yes.
And you're winning games, and you just don't want to shock the system
and I
right
think
now.
Darko is like, okay, we're getting away with it with
Don't change
wins.
it while you're
You don't change
Let's
it now.
keep
Now,
searching.
now, if they go on a losing streak and the starters continue to get outperformed,
But now-
then yes, you start
but I
looking at
think,
something
though,
like that.
Numbers are the numbers.
I don't think RJ would respond well to that, even if you're
I don't think it's
closing
happening.
games. No, and I don't think you can. Now, I will say this: we talked about the Hornets and credit to the Hornets, and I'll look right into the camera. I'll take your ISO bald line, Javon Shepard. You owe the four of us an apology. Because the con man, rookie of the year potentially. I know he got burned on defense. Con Knippel is a baller, and when we said, "Oh, maybe you can get Con," Javon laughed at us. Wes, you were at the Final Four, so he only to.
How you gonna do Javon dirty like
He
that?
laughed in our
Oh,
face.
Javon.
He said Hines, and I love that he gets my name wrong every time. I'm okay with it.
Like the ketchup. Like the ketchup.
We do not want the con man, but you know what? Con Knippel looks pretty damn good, man.
Hein, just because Javon jumps in whenever you can, don't take it out on Javon.
Javon Shepard once
alright?
gave me the greatest backhanded compliment ever. When he looks at me, he's like, "Man, you'll pretty much do anything and embarrass yourself for the views." And I'm like, hey, Javon, that's part of the job, man.
Credit to Javon. He did take accountability in a group chat yesterday. But
About Knippel?
but listen, man. But Knippel does he gets worked on defense.
He's a rookie, man. What rookie doesn't get worked on defense?
Cooper Flag.
Yeah, all right, yeah.
Does not get
Cooper
worked.
Flag ain't shooting,
Yeah, he ain't putting up
close
those
to
con
that.
numbers from three.
Yeah, definitely not a shooter. I mean, but that's the appeal of Cooper Flag. But yeah,
that he doesn't shoot.
No, he's a two-way guy. That's what he is, right? The shooting will come. But he was never a better shooter than Knippel at any point at Duke.
No.
Knippel was their shooting weapon
Credit
on
to
that
Con,
team.
man.
So
Credit to Con.
Con's had a good start. Brandon Miller, when he's back, what does that do? We'll see.
Let's put a bow on this. This would have been like, to me, this is a 7-game road trip. Like, you go 5 on the road, 1 back in Toronto, a little pit stop, and then you're back in Philly. Like, this is a 7-game
So
trip.
what do you guys expect? And we talked about the stretch.
That was a scheduled loss.
I-
Raptors pulled it out. I'm very
I
happy.
expect something like after 20 games, a 13-7.
Yeah.
To me,
Which would
that's
be awesome.
if you're
That'd be
a
awesome.
13-7 record after 20, that is far beyond anyone's expectations,
dude.
and you're in the hunt in the top 6.
Coming into this season, we looked at the top of the schedule. We're like, oh, let's see they win like 2 or 3 in the first 10.
been-
Like
yeah.
that's what it was about.
Let me bring some odds in, and you guys tell me where I'm crazy. Where
Darko Coach of the Year, Wes, call that
we know
early, dude.
Yeah, dude, everyone already got that at 25-1. What's that at now? Probably like 10-1 or
No, it's
something.
still 20.
Crazy.
Still 20.
Okay, so if you
sprinkle
missed
again.
it, get on it. But
Sprinkle.
Raps wins 44.5, plus 100 on the over.
That's high.
That's
high. That's high.
A 45 win
What's to make playoffs?
Wait, hold on. Odds to win the Atlantic.
Oh,
This would come to injuries with the Knicks.
yeah, that's big.
Plus 550.
Yeah, that's moved. That was a much higher number.
Now-
Obviously, it's in Cleveland.
Can't get
Now
there.
here's where
Tough.
here's
get
where we
there.
all need to. I think we need to manifest this just to get us to Vegas. Raps to win NBA Cup 14-1.
That's a sprinkle. Come on.
I think that's for
a
sure a
sprinkle.
sprinkle.
That's a sprinkle. Yeah, I have a sprinkle.
When you're reeling off the schedule, you mentioned the Wizards and Pacers. Those are the
Yes.
2 remaining games, both at home. You need to win one of those.
Yeah, I mean, they've set themselves up for most likely a home quarterfinal game. So they're in a good position already. I mean, they're in a better position than anyone in the East right now when it pertains to the NBA
You want
Cup.
to make playoffs? Yes. Minus 182.
it's getting up there.
baby.
Yeah, it's getting
Love
up
that.
there.
The no plus 136.
Ooh.
So
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, it's the look at the standings in the East.
Oh,
it's tight.
It's a gong show.
Yeah.
That's good. And that bodes well for the Raptors to be in that position where they're sitting third right now.
all right, let's start packing for Vegas. Let's
good.
get ready. All right. I think it's time we need a Mazzulla segment, I think weekly, because each week Joe Mazzulla is wowing us, especially like F them kids with this Connor, cue up the sound. It was Kids Day in Boston, and here's Joe Mazzulla was asked about, how having fun works with a basketball team.
It's Kids Day here at the Garden. How do you balance pushing players to improve while also keeping the game fun for them?
I struggle with that, to be honest with you. I think everyone has a different definition of fun, and you have to find one as a team. And I think fun's a cop out sometimes when things aren't going well. Everybody likes to say, "Well, let's just have fun," and it's like, well, what does that mean? That phrase can be a cop out sometimes. So as you get older, kid, don't use it.
All right, so obviously Joe Mazzulla is a psychopath. And I think there's a little bit of, is there a little bit of Joe Mazzulla in Hambone, or is there a lot of Hambone in Joe Mazzulla?
That guy's my spirit animal, man. You cannot define fun to mold it to what you think it is.
He's talking to a child.
Yeah.
Love it, man. I love him so much. He is
Does
so
Mazzulla have kids? No,
serious.
he has no kids. There's no way he has kids.
If he did, they're going to be hard as hell growing up, because they're
know.
not going to know what
Kids.
fun is.
No way he
No,
has
man.
kids.
This may not even be the best example of Joe Mazzulla in the last 3 weeks.
He's got a few bangers, man. Even the other day, there's Baylor Shireman is calling for a challenge on a play. You could see Joe Maz being like, "You better get. I'll believe you. I'll trust you. You better get that right. Don't make me waste the challenge." Like, just to me, he's just like a dude, man. Peculiar, a little off center. Reminds me of myself. I love him.
How many times you watch In the Town a day?
It's a good movie.
It is a good movie.
Overrated.
Joe Mazzulla, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, actually, Mazzulla aside, the Celtics actually have a very good differential, and they're probably a little undervalued right now. So take a look at them; they're 500, and
Got no bigs, man. He's doing a
I'm
lot. with
just
a
saying
little.
their record isn't an indicator of how actually good they've been playing. So
We need Joe Mazzulla making more Instagram reels for the traditional values pairing.
Yeah, let's hear it. Wes, you're a big proponent
No.
of traditional
I'm
values.
just saying, man,
Father
yo,
to-
Dude, 9 out of every 10 Instagram reels about parenting these days about gentle parenting, all right? Not Joe Mazzulla. No chance, all right? Traditional values, all day, every day, Joe Mazzulla, man.
best-
I respect it.
Best quote in the league. I don't even think it's close at this moment.
If you want to hear my favorite traditional values story, Wes told me this. Wes, I will. If Wes Chang is offering fatherly advice, I will listen. When the two brothers are fighting, what Wes does is he takes the toy from the older kid, gives it to the little brother. That is how you send a message, and I love it. That is traditional values right there.
Yeah, older bro, always stealing toys from the little guy. So what we teach him is like, hey, you're gonna do that. You have to offer something back to your little bro that he actually wants to play with, not just some like dog toy that you found anywhere. Get something legit that he will play with, then you can have it.
It's also just a great troll too.
Here's a box.
Yeah.
Don't be just hanging in no box or garbage, right?
yeah, these guys are fathers.
Yes. All right. Now let's look ahead to tonight. We got the 11 p.m. tip. If you're watching this on Tuesday night, we got some best bets for you on FanDuel. I will. I'll throw the self.
By the way, love these 11 o'clock tips.
So
Look out
these
for our
for?
our West Coast brethren, man.
Dude.
I respect it.
Fab just chirped the fatherhood segment. Waking up at 6:30. These 11 o'clock tips are tough, man.
Well,
also,
you're just not doing that.
But you know what sucks? Last week it happened.
You don't got the heart.
The games are ending at 10 o'clock. I got this big window of no games on.
Yeah, I know.
Like, why are you making me wait an hour?
Move that to 10:30.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah.
So we have a best bet for tonight's game, the 11 o'clock tip off, which whatever, I hate it, but here we go.
Ah, man, they're fine. They're fine.
I can't stay up late anymore, man. I need to. That's like a 4 o'clock coffee.
'Cause you old.
I know. That's a 4 o'clock coffee. Sorry, I'm not the one getting recognized at Scottie.
No.
All right.
Standing next to Leo Routen.
Yes, which is great. I love that so much. That's the best part that you're standing next to Leo. Okay. I am going Dylan Brooks over 2.5 threes. Blazers allowing 11.8 threes per game, which is 5th best in the NBA. But over their last 3 games, they're giving up 15 a game, which is 6th worth. And here we go. Dylan Brooks has hit that number in 3 straight games and 5 of 8 this season. You're getting a very good number. I think it's like minus 108. I'm going Dylan Brooks over 2.5 threes. Hambone, what do you on?
I'm on Shaedon Sharp points. Right now it's juiced to the over 25.5. You can go 25. I think that's fair.
Canadian.
Yeah, he's Canadian. Took 32 shots last game. I like Shaedon to go off here. The dude's actually been finding his stroke a little bit. A little inefficient for my taste, but there's one thing he does well. It's fill it up. And the all-Canadian matchup, I like that too. Blazers at home, Shaedon points.
I'm on Blazers -2. I like them at home. I like the way they've been playing defense. Phoenix has been a nice story. I think they're overachieving a little bit. I like Portland in a kind of a pick 'em tonight.
You got anything?
You got nothing?
No, man. All y'all carry like Kirby, man. Go get some.
Well, Shaden's got 30 plus in 3 of his last 4. So it's like, he's coming alive, man. He's coming alive. Start of the year, really, really inefficient. A lot of turnovers. He's working his way back.
Okay, before we go, let's talk about the eternal sadness of Wemby and this injury. Honestly, I think collectively as a group, you hear calf strain, and then your next thought goes to Achilles. So this is just this guy's career now?
Come on, man.
No, but it's something
sad.
to at least worry about, at least,
It's
right?
sad. So for me, I'm looking at it like last year with the blood clot. That was very unfortunate. And this year, starting off the way he did, again, calf strains, to your point, couple weeks. I'm not going to Achilles land just yet.
No, but they
Get
should
well soon.
use
Approach
all
with
the caution. Leave him out an extra week.
So how does that affect the betting markets? So he was a heavy favorite for Defensive Player of the Year.
Untouchable.
Right now, the favorite in his place is Chet Holmgren. Wemby is still second shortest. Wemby cannot, at this juncture, I just don't see how he plays a minimum of 65 games. Yeah. I don't see it. I also don't see that for Chet Holmgren.
Yeah.
So I think right now you're looking at some that's an interesting market. What are you doing? Amen, yeah. I think Amen's up there. I know Wes was suggesting potentially Amen would be a good pick for the Rockets for top 3 defense.
Let's just whisper this. Scottie Barnes.
So I mentioned it earlier. Scottie Barnes is value city. plus 30,000 on FanDuel right now. That's all I'm saying.
You just want it out there. A
little sprinkle. But
I think it's good. Get it so we can flash
When that
back.
hits,
Yeah, we can flash
everyone's
back.
going to rob FanDuel and we won't have a podcast because everyone would have taken their money through Scottie Barnes.
Capitalism.
Wes, what you got anybody you love, Depoy, then?
You stole it, so I'm men for sure. But my point is, Wemby, you just have to take him off the board for everything. You can't touch MVP. Clutch, we had some good stuff going. Depoy gone, so definitely, I wouldn't touch anybody. OKC is with a bullet, by and far the best defense. But will anybody play?
But their best defenders aren't going to play 65 games.
Will anybody play 65 games to actually?
That Dort's already been
What
out.
about you, Fab?
I think it's a wait and see. Generally, just the Wemby injury sucks. I hope it's not a long-term thing he's going to have to deal with because I think the NBA needs him. And I think we all like watching him a lot, and he's been fantastic this year. But with the DPOY market, I think it's a wait and see. I think it's too. I mean, listen, you want to throw coffee money on Scottie Barnes?
Oh, yeah.
I'm not going to stop you.
Yeah.
That's an amazing. But everything else, we'll see. Chet's plus 130 favorite. That's too short for me.
Yeah, no chance.
Evan Mobley
How many
cannot
games
win
did
again.
Chet miss
Evan
already?
Mobley cannot win again. I'm sorry, man. Scottie took that guy to the woodshed last game, all right? That's your DPOY, Cleveland. That's your DPOY.
No chance.
It's also sad because MVP was a 5-horse race, and then Wemby and Giannis both go down, and it's just okay, we're back. Shea Jokic,
all over again. Yeah.
Shea Jokic.
Here we go.
We'll talk about those guys.
Any random Cleveland truthers watching this?
Oh, come on.
Evan Mobley,
Come on.
absolutely never deserved that DPOY. Everyone knows it. Y'all full of should not have happened.
Hold on.
That pure award.
I like Evan.
No.
I still like Evan, but he's not going to win Defensive Player of the Year again.
Ever.
I love traditional values when it comes to the DPOY as well for Wes Chang. That is all for us today. Catch us on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, wherever you get your podcast. We'll see you next week.